My boyfriend told me I was way too clingy at parties, so I decided to give him all the space he could ever want. Derek had been complaining for weeks that I followed him around too much when we went out. At his company Christmas party, he pulled me aside near the coat check and said, "Listen, tonight, can you not be so glued to my side? My coworkers think it's weird, so just go socialize on your own." I smiled and said, "Sure, honey, I'll give you plenty of space." He asked if I was mad, and I told him, "Not at all." The party was on a fancy rooftop terrace with an open bar and a DJ. Derek left me alone at the entrance to go hang out with his buddies, saying, "Perfect." I walked over to the bar where his boss, Richard, was ordering drinks. Richard asked, "Where's Derek?" And I replied, "He wanted some space, so I'm flying solo tonight." His wife, Linda, overheard and said, "He left you here? That is so rude." I told her, "No worries, I'll entertain myself," and I did exactly that. I started chatting with the executives, got pulled into a debate, and laughed harder than I had in a long time. An hour later, I saw Derek watching me from afar while I was chatting animatedly with everyone. Then the DJ put on some salsa music, and Javier, a guy from accounting, asked me to dance. I said I'd be delighted. It turned out Javier was an excellent dancer. He spun me around and did these spectacular moves while people clapped. Derek appeared and said, "Hey, maybe we should," but I cut him off with a laugh, asking, "Am I being too clingy?" He stammered, "No, So I said, "Great, then I'll keep dancing." The crowd cheered, and he retreated to the bar. Later on, the CEO's wife took me to her table, and they adopted me immediately. When I mentioned that Derek wanted some guy time, all the women rolled their eyes, and the CEO's wife made a toast saying, "Men are idiots." Every time Derek tried to get close to me, someone would call me over for workout tips, restaurant recommendations, or even relationship advice. Everyone seemed to adore me, except him. When it was time for the speeches, the CEO thanked everyone and added, "A special recognition to Emily for bringing so much energy tonight. Derek, you are a lucky man." The room applauded. Derek was hiding near the bathroom, and the CEO asked, "Where is Derek?" Someone in the crowd shouted, "He wanted space," and the room erupted in laughter. The CEO's wife took the microphone and said, "Well, it's his loss. Emily has been the life of the party." There were more cheers, and Derek turned bright red. Late into the night, Javier offered to share an Uber with me. Just then, Derek grabbed my arm and said, "We are leaving together." I asked, "Oh, now you want to be with me? Can we talk at home?" He said, "Sure, but I already ordered an Uber with Javier and Linda. Didn't you want space?" He snapped, "Cancel it." I replied, "That would be clingy." The ride home was complete silence. When we got there, he exploded, saying, "You embarrassed me. You danced with Javier." I shot back, "You told me to socialize alone." He yelled, "Not like that." I asked, "Like what? Having fun without you?" He sank into the couch and said, "My boss asked why I left you alone. The CEO's wife called me an idiot. HR wants to see me on Monday." I told him, "Sounds like a you problem." All weekend, his phone wouldn't stop buzzing with friend requests and messages inviting me out again. On Monday, he got called into HR just to ensure that I felt welcomed. He asked me bitterly, "Do they think I'm a jerk?" I replied, "Well, aren't you? You just wanted to hang out with your friends," he said, and I did. I smiled and asked, "And how did that work out for you?"